Okay, so I am off to get video of the neighborhood around 900 South Wabash. Set out here from the 47th Ward, Wilson and Damon, driving south on Damon Avenue. Got Prince playing on some channel 94.7, whatever that is, WLS. So we'll put together a little video to show you what this neighborhood is like. Okay, so I had to stop and get some gas. I mean, I guess I didn't really have to. I actually had some gas in my car. If you notice on the gas gauge there, it's about a third full. But I was driving by the Costco gas station, so thought I would stop and get some Costco Kirkland brand gas.
As a forward observer meant that he was responsible for serving as the eyes on the ground for gunners, telling pilots, artillerymen, and mortarmen where to fire. Vulnerable, the two men.
Okay, so here we are at 9th and Wabash. See, there's 9th and Wabash, and right there is the building. Okay, it looks like the first floor is boarded up because of the riots. Chase Bank across the street, right here. It's got an ATM, but it looks like the branch itself is closed. Here's the view of it from the 9th Street. Very large building. Let's cross the street. Okay, security entrance, front door. Oh, so it looks like, hey, this is cool. The Fairbanks Morse and Company building has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the United States Department of Interior. Oh, we gotta find out about this. I don't know what this is about. Okay, so here we are at the corner of Roosevelt Road, or 12th Street, and Wabash. If you look and see that building right there, that's 1212 South Michigan. That's where you used to live. Directly down there, you can see, it's both Stan's Donuts and the L stop. There's a red line L station there. Across the street there is Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is a grocery store, kind of a trendy, hipster grocery store, but they have some good stuff. Over there, behind that Starbucks, is a Jewel. I've been in that Jewel. It's a nice Jewel. It has all whatever you want. It's a good Jewel to have. So this is the corner here, and very active day and night, very popular neighborhood. So I'm walking back up the other side of Michigan Avenue. Across the street there is Chipotle, Jet Pizza, and Low Country. Low Country is kind of a New Orleans-y, southern kind of a place. Lots of good stuff to eat. kind of more hipster. So what I thought I would also do is drive over to the Marianos. So the Marianos is, I think I said it was a mile away. It's like 16th or 17th or 18th Street at Clark, just one block over, or maybe 2 blocks over. But that's a nice Marianos. I don't know that I've ever been in there, not that I recall. Over here is Columbia College. I don't know what they do in there, but it's some sort of, you know, art college of questionable value. Here's a little park. I guess it's a Columbia related park. It's not a Chicago park. Someplace where you could take a dog you don't have, or you could take the dog you do have, whatever the dog's name, Chewy the dog, or you could just come and sit. Okay, so I guess now we'll try to head over to Marianos. I think maybe I'll try to bang a Yui here, which I do not recommend for the
turbine jet
person.
engines on the back of the bird grew red hot.
Better turn off. Okay, here we are at the Marianos, 16th and Clark. You know, just exactly a mile away from where, well, maybe a little less, yeah, a mile away. Here it is. Like I said, I don't think I've ever actually been in there, but I assume it's a Marianos like any other. Marianos experience has changed a little bit since COVID because you can't really eat in there. You know, you can't really get like sal bar, make yourself a thing, sit down and eat. Like I used to have lunch at Marianos, the one over by my house, but I can't really do that anymore. So that's kind of disappointing, but a lot of things are different and disappointing about our post-COVID existence. Okay, something that wasn't here when you lived here is this whole business that has taken place on Clark Street. So, I'm sorry, not Clark Street, Roosevelt Road. Roosevelt Road at Clark Street now, there's a Target. I'll turn the camera around, you can see it. And then there's also a whole series of shops in this little shopping center, apartment complex that is pretty neat. That's pretty close, I mean really close. So here's the Target. There you can see the Target off in the distance there. And just over there to the left a little bit is the large apartment building with the various shops that are kind of interesting. If I can, I'll pull into that little shopping center area so you can see. Roosevelt Road bus there. Here's the shopping center. Looks like they got a container store, a yoga place, and it's called the Roosevelt Collection. So we'll go in there and just take a quick spin through. Feet Fleet, Treasures Jewelry, Kiddo for your, baby needs. Francesca's, which looks like it's a dress shop. There's an H&M. Not really stores I go to. Oh, here's one I go to, an Old Navy. Old Navy is a place to get stuff you can use. Ulta for all of your cosmetic needs. There's a theater, you know, God willing, someday the theaters will reopen. And Nando's Peri Peri Chicken. I don't know what that is. Piscino's, some sort of restaurant, I'm guessing. The Container Store, which is one of my favorite places. I just love there. I hardly ever buy anything in there, but I just, you know, think that containers are cool, so there it is. Stop sign that you could stop at. Boutique, Peridot or something, Banana Republic, Orthodontistry. And so this is like a little shopping center kind of a thing that just never was here before. Lens Crafters for all your needs. I guess it's like an Ian Taylor loft over there for, you know, to buy clothes for work. So now we're gonna go back down. We're gonna go back down Roosevelt Road, so we're heading back east on Roosevelt Road, back toward the neighborhood where you live. That sort of left on Wabash at Roosevelt Road, go north on Wabash back to 9th Street, and then what we'll do is we'll turn right on 9th Street and go over toward Grant Park. The Lincoln statue is right there at 9th Street. The little steps up to the Lincoln statue is there at 9th Street. Interestingly, as you know, there is no statue of Lincoln in Lincoln Park. But, interestingly, there is a statue of Grant in Lincoln Park. Conversely, in Grant Park, there is no statue of Grant, but there is a statue of... All right, well, you know, as I drove up to the Lincoln statue, or what I thought was a Lincoln statue, it doesn't look like a statue of Lincoln. So that might not be the Lincoln statue. So I decided, since I'm not sure what that is, and I don't know exactly what that is, I'm going to stop and walk over there and walk up those stairs and see exactly what that is. Okay, so I'm getting out and I'm gonna walk over to the okay, this is a statue for John Logan. So Logan, as we know, is a Illinois general. Logan Square is named after him. So it turns out I was wrong about the Lincoln statue. For years I just kind of assumed this was the Lincoln statue, but I guess it's not. I've been going by here for literally for decades. I'm gonna have to find the Lincoln statue. Well, there you go. That's the little tour of the neighborhood. So I think what I'll do is drive a little north on Wabash and show you that so that you can see kind of how far it is from downtown. But we're at 9th Street, so it's like 9 blocks to Madison. So I'll drive up that way so you can see. I'm not going to be able to drive north on Wabash all the way because I think at like, oh, I don't know, Balbo, it turns one way and you one way south and you can't go. So I'll show you going north, like how far it is to downtown. Okay, so now we're driving, we're in the loop. We're on State Street, just past Adams, coming up on Monroe, and we'll be right at Madison, 00, 000 South, 000 West, State and Madison is the center of the city numerically, and then that'll be it. Then you'll have a sense of really how and where you are in the city in relation to that place at 9th and Wabash. If you look